So this 70,000 naira, what would they cry? Say, you know they enough, you know they enough. Some states don't swear, say they no go ever pay that 70,000 naira. 70,000 naira will be say, Tinubu government dribble NLC and TUC, the organized labor. He dribble them, say, accept 70,000 naira so that there will be no increase in pump price. May they live like that. Or may they collect above their 100,000 and then there will be an increase in pump price. NLC say, give us 70,000, no problem. Leave the pump price the way it be. I think it was 600 at that time. Then collect them. You know, reach 1 month where they collect, where they agree for 70,000 naira. They hike the price of PMS. Now we are buying over 1,000 naira. The one where they pay me now say, after government dribble organized labor, give the 70,000 naira. And they don't pass them into law. Some states government, they swear, say, lie, we will never pay. That's 70,000, say they go pay. 13 of them. Get it. 13 of them. Don't they even pay me? Say my state even follow for the 13. We never implement this minimum wage. Why this wickedness? In this kind of economy, you never implement 7,000 naira minimum wage. I even called the kepu. See, some of these people now, these 13 states, we say they no go ever implement 70,000 naira. They were not even paying 30,000 naira when minimum wage was 30,000 naira. The money when they collect from federal government as allocation, what do they do? Now on our money, pay. Oh, is your money? Pay the money. They say they don't go pay. Me never say they lie or I they talk with no. Make una say as a tech report, I'm not say they have refused to pay, and by so doing, organized labor is mandating an indefinite strike starting from Monday, abi Tuesday, inside those states until their government rise up to the occasion and implement 70,000 naira minimum. What is 70,000 naira? What can it even buy in the market? What can it buy that people cannot pay? Not your money, or money that came from government, our own collective wealth. You should hold up, say you no go pay. When I watch this video.
The Nigerian Labour Congress has directed workers in 13 states and the Federal Capital Territory to embark on an indefinite strike over non-implementation of minimum wage. This development was announced in a statement by the General Secretary of NLC, Emmanuel Ubuaja. The states affected by this directive are Abia, Akwa Ibom, Imo, Ebonyi states, and others are Ekiti, Enugu, Nasarawa, Kaduna, Katsina, Oyo, Sokoto, and Zamfara states, as well as the Federal Capital Territory. The NLC says this decision came from the outcome of its NEC meeting held in Port Harcourt. You will recall that President Tinubu signed the minimum wage of 70,000 naira into law in July this year.
Well, a lot has been happening in several quarters across the country as regards the implementation of minimum wage. Right now, it's the NLC that's called for a strike, indefinite strike in some states across the country. Very soon, TUC would also commence its own industrial action as regards the consequential adjustments that they will be expecting from the increase of the minimum wage. Most of the states that were mentioned before now were not even paying 30,000 naira. So it's a lot for them to start to pay 70,000 naira. This is not, I'm not saying this to support the current situation we find ourselves in, but it's just a reminder of what the national president of NLC said recently in the news, that there's a need for a periodical review of the minimum wage. Before now, there was no follow-up, there was no aggressive follow-up at the state level as regards the implementation of the new national minimum wage. Perhaps because of the high rate of inflation is the reason why there is aggressive mobilization towards ensuring that every state government comply with this directive. But some of the states that are affected with this development are states that were not even paying 30,000 naira before now.
You see, if your state follow for that state, wait till you go pay. You go. Everybody must be involved, though. You go there involved. Not because some people call they fight. When they don't fight now, get the minimum wage. You call the enjoy. Now everybody must be inclusive. If not strike, indefinite strike. Go on indefinite strike. Even here, it's high time they started respecting the labor force inside this country. It has been passed into law Yes, anybody that defaults, you are going against the law. Now then go first, they shout, rule of law, rule of law. When we look at one of the rule of law, now you say no one pay. Make I even go to my Abia, Alex Oti, how far? You don't want pay. We understand that you are trying to arrange the states as per it has been damaged for 24 years. You're trying to put them into shape. I know that you have areas that you are paying. You have a backlog of salaries to clear up. If that is the case, I'm going to communicate to your people. Make them know. And then give them a time frame to implement. Because in the job, people where they go pay them now. You understand? Clear the back. Communicate. Let us know what is happening. And give a date that you will implement. Are you guessing? Because I don't like the fact that Abia State was mentioned there. We know what you are doing. You are trying to bring up the state. Give us the standard that we deserve. Try and do the right things. And Alex Otu, calm down. This is why I can't hear in some quarters that 70 million naira was transferred to your wife's account by one commissioner. What's happening? Let it not be true. We will not condole it. Private account remain private account. Government account remain government. Why would anybody even transfer public funds into private account? I hope it is not true. It's all over the quarters. 70 million transferred to the wife of the governor of Abia State. Alex Oti. We are holding you in high esteem. Don't fall our hands. So. If that is true, sanction anybody that needs to be sanctioned, including your wife. Why would 70 million be transferred to your wife's account? If it is true, why? We don't want to. You are still one of the governors that we are looking at to see if others can follow your footsteps. But if you start condoling Izwosh, if you start condoning Tifri, we'll not go take them home. Oh yes, we won't take it. We will not take it. We will bash you, and we will make sure that you will recover our money. Don't try it, and then make arrangement to pay minimum wage, please. All the very, very important, very, very important. Then other states. Oh yeah, when I notice I'm saying, out of the 5 Igbo states, 4 did there. The only one did in Anambra. Soludo. Maybe him implemented because of their election at this next year. Maybe. So that he will win election. The other ones that have been elected, that election is till the next election cycle. They no great implement. Abia, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi. They no great implement. See, all the southeastern states, all of them, they say they don't go implement. How best do you describe wickedness after an aggression? Biafra. See, no be Igbo governors did it. They won't kill all of us. I live north. I come south. To do transfer, 5,000, you pay 200. Withdraw 5,000, you pay 200. Everything is on the high side in this east. You come back and I hear worse past every other part of Nigeria. They cannot pay minimum wage. Go and revolt to protest if you need to protest. It has been passed into law. Let them pay minimum wage. Alex Oti. I know I'm calling you specially. Okay? Communicate and give us a deadline to start paying minimum wage because we understand what you're facing through. Pay minimum wage. I go see una later.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innoson Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innoson Vehicle, the pride of African roads.